Yeah. What's up? What's up? Here I am. It's your man, King A.D.S. I yeah, the shadow here, hot like hell in the flesh. Here to represent. You know the rest. You know what I mean? Just here to touch off that good energy with you as I love to do. What's up? What's up? I hope all the energy around you is great and you are elevating on your path because you know that's the place to be. Don't worry about the outside voices and the negativity or influences that's trying to get you off your shit, man. Stay up on your grind and what you know matters the most in your life and what's most important. You know what I mean? And hopefully that brings you to a fruitful and productive, eventful, fun, smile filled life, you know, full of joy and all of that. And you feel free and you can breathe in that air and feel that energy going through you and radiate and pulsate and shine the way you're supposed to be because you a star. You know what I'm saying? We all the stars, just like the constellations above, you know what I mean? And we make the signs, we read the signs and shape the times. There you go. We read the signs and shape the times. I like that. I like that a lot. All right. So anyway, man, just want to get on here, say big shouts to everybody. You know what I mean? I've been connecting with a lot of cool, awesome, talented people all over the place and in real life, in real time, and also online. Big shouts to all my people on SoundCloud. You know what I'm saying? Your man sees you. I respect and understand all the struggles and your goals and everything like that. And man, just more power to you. Keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? We got to support each other. You know, support each other. I know that sounds like an alien concept to some people, but that's what we gonna have to do. It's always up to us to be the change, to be the person before we walk through the door so that we get that vision and the big picture all put together. You know what I'm saying? Framed up just nice the way it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And whether you representing a certain lifestyle or another, it don't matter, man. We all out here trying to make it happen. So let's make it happen. Let's build something that we all can be involved with. You know what I mean? Let's not build something that's, you know, off of negativity and death and stuff like that. If you're in that kind of lifestyle, really feel for you. I hope you find a better way and realize how precious and short life really is and how many opportunities you have to have such a good time here. You know what I mean? And that you find your way with some cool people who actually give two shits about you instead of people who egging you on to see you fail. You know what I mean? And don't think that you can build a house on that. It's like a house of cards. But anyway, man, like I said, just much love going out. Also excited about things coming up. I got another project that I'm about to drop with my man K Tao, Keys to Another World, who I actually met online. You know what I mean? And my man is from Baltimore and he's real talented, he's dope with it. You know what I mean? Big shouts to the Blode fam, my man Shango Colibri 333 out there doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can catch up with him on his page on Instagram. And man, definitely check out my bro because he's all about healing the spirit and elevating, you know what I'm saying? Elevating the mind, you know, so that's what it's all about right there. He's all about that healing and soothing and elevating, man. Y'all need to check him out. And man, check out Keys to Another World too, because what we got coming, I'm telling you, what he does already is amazing, but what we got coming, ooh, ooh, I'm telling you, man, it's hot flames, hot cinder rocks. You know what I mean? I'm loving it. I'm loving it, you know. And man, but what influenced me to get on here was to spread that energy with you. And also, man, I was watching some things on YouTube too that, you know, caught my ear. And a couple topics have been coming up about like age in entertainment. And it's sad to say that the only place age really seems to play a part is in certain arenas of pop music, right? Certain arenas, not all of them, like a boy band or something, you know, like then it kind of plays a part a little bit, but mainly in rap. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say hip hop. Hip hop is about conscious elevation, communication, and connection, stuff like that, and idealizations of positive things in our culture and other cultures and bringing them together in a nice blend in a creative format, you know, very colorful, very vibrant. So what we have is rap, which is the actual just skill of rap, which is rhyming words and putting them together. You know what I mean? And almost anyone can rhyme. You know what I mean? But in order to be an MC and to do actual hip hop, there we go, mixing together some elements to bring new pieces to the puzzle to the forefront. You know what I mean? To do something innovative and creative and bring the community upwards and forwards. You know what I'm saying? So we build a foundation that launches people. And with what I've been hearing though is about age, right? And I was watching a dude, I think his name is Curtis King or whatever. I don't know if you like him or not, but whatever, man. He's cool. He does his thing. And I was listening to what he had to say. And he was playing a clip from another person's video, which they go back and forth, and one says, people should stop rapping after they're 30, and then the other guy combats that and gives them points and checks on why that's not relevant. As a writer, as a creator, you always have a potent input to the populace. You know what I mean? Like, it's a necessary piece. If you're still making good stuff, you still make good stuff. If it's relatable, then it relates. I happen to agree with that sentiment, and I don't like the way that we only seem to do that to our artists. You know what I'm saying? We X them out. We will have no legends. We will have nobody that has your back in the end. And I'm sad to say that if people didn't have people's back, back in the days, that maybe we should make a change and really try to strategize and understand that type of structure now. You know what I mean? Invest together, build together, keep it going, bring the next generations in, give more people chances to shine. Don't make it a revolving door of the same stuff. Be fresh, new. Try to find new plateaus. Don't cookie cutter sounds. You know what I'm saying? Make every song on the album different, stuff like that. But also what they said, which was really important to me, which was speak to your audience. You know what I mean? Speak to your audience. If you are 30, 40 years old, then like they said, don't write stuff for 20-year-olds. Speak, drop some game, some knowledge, some experience, some substance. And let's share that as well. We have different levels. You have the person at 20, the person at 30, 40, so on and so forth. We're going to develop, change, and reflect differently on situations. You know what I'm saying? More when you're young, you're very impulsive and very inflective, and what you want to call impressionable, right? So you'll have your feelings all caught up in a twist over basic things that maybe come from a lack of understanding, which will be met down the line with experience. You know what I'm saying? And you may look at certain representations of yourself or others later on from your younger years and say, wow, I had it, I was doing double time. I didn't really have to do that, or I was overdoing it or something. I overreacted, or maybe you went too far and you regret something. You know what I mean? So it's just all about adapting, shifting, becoming greater at your craft, growing, and speaking to your audience and being authentic, And so those were one of the things also, one of the things I was watching as well is wait, before I get into that though, so I believe that you can keep going with your craft no matter what. You know what I'm saying? We have rock bands, we have folk bands, country musicians, all these different musicians still doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? And they're very much well received and supported by all age groups. It just depends on your attitude and who that speaks to, right? So there you go, all ages. And even when I look at my analytics, I see different age groups. They range from teenage years to 50, 60. It doesn't matter. It just all depends on what you find interesting and fascinating. But I would also, this is what I wanted to get into a little bit more. They were talking about control mechanisms and things like that. Okay, I do agree with that. That I feel that to get someone out of the way when they have that experience and knowledge and be able to drop some game on you so you have a better life and a better path, I believe that would be more of the interest. And unfortunately, I hate to say this, but it's true, but in a corporate manner, you know what I'm saying? They would try to get that person out of the way so they can underpay, undercut, or do someone else wrong before they give them the steady advice to have a better life. You know what I mean? So they will tell you to buy into the hype, to tell you that other people are washed up, to give you a really fucked up ego and a point of view. So you go out there and you'll be very oblivious to anything that this person can tell you that will actually help you from going into turmoil and destruction or going broke right after they pull the rug out from under you, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would say that it's like right up on the line with like a movie that I just watched. I know you guys probably enjoyed it if you've seen it already, but it's called They Clone Tyrone. And in They Clone Tyrone, they talk about a lot of things that I brought up, and a lot of things that other people have brought up. It's nothing new. It's been going on for thousands of years. Just the tools and the matter of how it's executed changes because we have new technologies. The landscape changes. It's reshaped over time. Once one fails, then it's rebuilt and reshaped, and then the same tools are implemented in different ways or they're upgraded. So being able to shovel certain messages into your mind constantly, using substances to curb your health and attitude, mental health, so on and so forth, all those things come into play. And that is real life spooky sci-fi. But what else is life but spooky sci-fi? I mean, come on, man, get real. You live in a place called the Earth, which is an orb spinning around in a thing called space, around a whole bunch of other stars that's crowded apparently too, because there's so many stars and so many different pieces of matter out there and antimatter and everything, but you don't collide with it. You have a force field around your planet. The sun's there and gives you light, but it doesn't burn you up because of the force field. There's a moon to balance things out, and you never collide with other galaxies just off GP. You know what I mean? So what else is more sci-fi? Then you say you have things like animals and all. What the fuck is animals? What the fuck is bugs? What the fuck is humans, right? Like, it's all concepts and it's all sci-fi. So when people say I don't believe in all that bullshit, because I don't want to hear you, dude. That shit is fucking, I don't know what's wrong with you, really. But as you can see, these things do take place in real time. The food you eat, medication you take, affects your area, surroundings, all those things, scenery, all those things affect your psyche, affect your health, and affect you in ways negatively to where you can be coerced into actions or beliefs, right? Especially when stuff is drilled into your head. How is it drilled into your head? By every device. The device I'm using right now to speak to you, there's always auto suggestions inside of it nonstop, and it's been proven throughout time that they use hertz frequencies. That's called HZ, hertz. HERTZ, right? Hertz, right? They use those frequencies to intermingle with certain moods, attitudes, how you might feel like nauseous or dizzy or lethargic or charged up, right? Or angry, right? Or sad, or you feel love, so on and so forth. So they play on these things, and they also do it in film. And they show you Quentin Tarantino, I think it's Quentin Tarantino, tries to show you this in Natural Born Killers. If you guys have never seen that, if you're young and you haven't seen it, or if you just never seen it, definitely check it out and pay closer attention to the small nuances that are in there. When you have the scene when the girl, the daughter who is the daughter or whatever that plays that role, she is being abused by her dad. Her dad is played by Rodney Dangerfield, and you have the scene where he's talking down to her and he's being abusive and abrasive, but there's a laugh track playing, right? So it plays with your mind to make you wonder if you're paying attention to what's going on, or are you getting caught up in the sound bite? Are you getting swayed into thinking it's not as heavy as it is? If you notice that all around her, happy faces all around the wall, but when she pulls the covers up over her body to go to sleep, it's a bunch of frowny faces, right? That's to try to clue you in to there's more going on, right? To pay attention to the actual subject rather than just the entertainment value. And the word entertain anyway means to contain you from the inner thinking process, like entertain, retain, obtain, right? So on and so forth. So those kind of things were interesting to me always. Also, Plato and people that, like the guy that wrote Simulation, Simulacra, all those kind of things, which often talk about cities being projects and experiments that are constructed to project a certain idealism to the public or the body of people that are involved in it. So that way, everything you look at and are influenced by tell you to obey and instruct you to lead yourself straight into basically your own demise. But it's to benefit the people who taking advantage of you. And they do run simulations, which are tests. So they record information, so that way they know how you will react and know which buttons to push to get you to move to the left or to the right, or to jump or to duck or to squat or to roll or which take a shit or whatever, or to fight or whatever. And so they will cause a lot of unrest and cause drama and turmoil and all this. I don't know why. I mean, it really does scream It's very confusing because it screams to me all the time like that it's like not human, right? It just doesn't make sense, like, to give people so much beef and so much drama and stuff. Like, I mean, you have to live here too, don't you? I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? It might be some robotic alien. I've said this before, but it just doesn't make sense, because you would want people to thrive. You would want the planet to thrive. So the backhanded therapy, the backhanded psychology of everything is just strange and ultimately oxymoronic and contradictive and destructive. It just doesn't make sense. And so we need to pay attention to things that make sense. So half of this is about keep your eyes open, and how there's more truth to everything around you than we might think, right? And also another guy's video I was watching, I'm going to wrap this up, but another guy's video I was just watching, and he was talking about the chemicals that they're putting in the foods in the GMO processed foods. And there you go. I just stated about how, yes, there's also documented information that talk about times when innocent, good people, and this is how it usually goes down, innocent, good people who are enthusiastic about what they love to do are used to do all that research, to mingle with the natives, to do all these things. These people actually love people. They love culture. They love learning. They're fascinated. You know what I mean? But the powers that be take advantage of their research. See? So when they would find out that nature heals these powers, I'm not going to, I don't want to get into that. They would use these people's research and then make an opposite. They would challenge this doctor, this physicist, this medicine, medicine personnel to create a synthetic version that complements or can do the same thing that nature did. But often what they would find is they would create inhibitors. So it would do the exact opposite. While nature would face the problem like a healthy mind would face the problem and defeat the issue or conquer the issue, the inhibitor makes a blockage and shuts off receptors and sidesteps the issue, which ultimately compounds your problem. It's like having a hose that's plugged up from both sides, and then then that's when you're on that medication. Then when you let it go, boom, everything comes rushing out. If not the hose pop, right? Either way, your brain pops or all those emotions come to the front, and now you're worse than ever. Now you're nutty, you know what I'm saying? Before that, you were someone trying to deal with the roller coaster. Now you're really on a roller coaster. So, but that's what they ended up becoming good at. It's documented through history. You can check it out yourself. Don't think that I make these things up. Go look for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Keep your eyes open. Get with the love. Get right with your peeps. Don't be overly swayed. Read for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Get them facts straight. Don't let people mentally or emotionally sway you, because the body will follow. And also to touch on it too with these GMOs and stuff like that, which is weird because it gave me a clue in. I got a suspicion. I'd spoken about stem cells before to you. Okay, if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. That life itself, you are stem cells. You are like stem cells. You develop to what you're exposed to mentally, physically, and spiritually. Stem cells are the nature of that, and that's why that happens. It's on a molecular, cellular level. What you eat. See what I'm saying? The things you learn, the attitudes around you, so on and so forth. You would develop in that nature. If you were a fighter, your bones and muscles will become more rigid and dense than the average person. Why? Because the average person is not exposed to that sort of treatment on a regular basis. You understand? These are really normal things that everyone should know about, though. But yeah, I feel like I had a hunch that they use some of this technology with the GMOs, and they do. They take the same DNA manipulation sequences to use the cells in order to manipulate it into the fucking cell and then reduplicate it. You feel me? What they took stem cells and put it in cold, put it in heat, put it in water, put it in different substances, and guess what? From the human, and guess what? It develops hair in one place. It develops skeletal muscle in another place. It develops striated muscle in another place. It develops fast twitch muscle in another area, in another atmosphere. It develops skin cells in another area. You feel me? So on and so forth. Bone, marrow, so on and so forth. These are the things. It's introduced to certain atmospheres or scenarios or vibrations, and it starts to change into what it's set to be. Boom. Which also brings me back to we're the most advanced thing you've ever fucking seen. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. We have to be on this planet, at least. At the very least, we are something that's very advanced, sophisticated. If we're not robots already, I don't know. But maybe we're something that forgot that we were, you know what I mean? like we're already malfunctioned. Like, you can't do this. So like with AI, you can't do this. Like, same with us. Like, you can't do this. Like, you cannot program it. We'll override and we'll become something more, you know. And that might be what we're getting into again. You know, who knows? But anyway, I apologize for the messed up crop today. I'm just, you know, I gotta actually do that. I gotta actually fix that up, you know, today. But it's not about that. Like I said, I'm not here to be perfect. I'm not here to have a false image. I'm here to connect with genuine people. And I really appreciate you if you watch this video. Like I said already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Also, on my way out, check out the Bar Sweating Years mixes, 1, 2s, and 3s. They're mainly on SoundCloud and YouTube. But I'll be putting more behind those coming up soon. But we're coming out with number 4 soon, and number 5 should be following soon after that. So be on the lookout. I love to connect with artists that either are out there doing it's like from the fam to the world. You know what I'm saying? That's basically the whole MO there. Is bigging up people who put in the effort to try to floss real skills and effort in the musical field, and that maybe you haven't been turned on to them just yet, or maybe you have a little bit, but nevertheless just doing our part to give them a little bit more of a spotlight and shine. And it's free. I don't sell this. This is all community work. You know what I mean? I don't make money off of it. It's simply for the cause to benefit the culture and the art form, to bring back the feeling of discovery, real life discovery, to give light to some of these amazing artists. You know what I mean? And also check out Cosmic Rock Box. That's Gila the Chef and myself doing like a pop, alternative hip hop type of project. And it's just different and fresh and new and full of great energy. And I hope you guys come along and enjoy that. And man, just stay tuned. There's more on the way. Check out the What the Diff album. Check out the Dreamer album as well. And there's just more on the way, man. All right, y'all. Till the next time, I love y'all. Peace.